everyone, and welcome back to the show. On today's episode of We Build It Better, we're going to be building an incredible, beautiful, but most importantly, amazing sounding portable speaker. Alright, now the first step of building the speaker is to collect your materials. Here we have two 12-volt lead-acid batteries. I only used the lightest and most powerful lead-acid batteries available. These ones only weigh about 10 pounds each, and they're perfect for those of us that aren't willing to sacrifice weight for audio quality. Something you can use to make a nice port. We got some alligator clips. Now we have one 15-inch subwoofer, tweeter for obviously the highs. Here we have a 100 watt per channel amplifier, a crossover that I got from a Paradigm E300 series. Now the secret to getting these is that those are outdoor speakers, so you can actually find them on people's properties. And you just take it apart and it comes right out. We will be needing some duct tape and a screwdriver. Cardboard is the perfect material. It has beautiful sound quality and it's very easy to work with. I'll just keep this in frame here. We're just going to cut this up into nice panels that we can use as the walls of our box. We'll pretend like that didn't happen. Beautiful. Once you have all the panels of your box cut out, the first step you're going to do is mount the batteries to one of the back face plates. There's only one back face plate, but anyway, the batteries are going to be the heaviest component in your speaker, so you're going to want to use the strongest fasteners you have available, because if there's anything that's going to shake loose, it's going to be the batteries, and as you can see, these batteries are going nowhere. Okay. After mounting your amplifier and your crossover, you're going to go ahead and start putting the sides of your box on. And one thing to be very cautious of with this is to cover up any holes that you see laying around, because holes are going to leak air pressure and they're really going to hurt the efficiency of your speaker. Now we're going to go ahead and prepare our port, and when you're mounting the tube, the port, it's going to be important to cover up all the holes around it for the same reason as before. The next step is going to be cutting holes in the front panel for your drivers, and so you're going to trace those out and then cut them out. It's very important to be precise because it'll look weird if they're off-centered. And you also want the fit to be very tight around the speakers, because you know you really got to focus on keeping that air pressure in. Now the next step is to wire everything up. So we're going to be putting our batteries in series, you know, more voltage, more power, and then we're going to go from the batteries to the amplifier. You can see that it's on now because of the blue light. Power switches are optional, as is recharging port. You know, this is more of a one-time use speaker. And then we're going to hook up the output of the amplifier to the crossover, and we're just weaving out our auxiliary cable through the port because you don't want extra holes. Now it's time to mount the faceplate. It's time to mount the faceplate, and with this you really got to make sure it's very rigid, because your drivers are mounted there and you want as little vibrations transferring from the drivers to the faceplate. So you're going to see that I use extra fasteners on the faceplate just to keep it from moving around while the drivers are running. Once you have your faceplate mounted and you're satisfied with the sturdiness, it's going to be time to put your drivers on. So we're going to wire those up and sit them in the holes. You also got to watch out for short circuits, because those will really turn your day into a bad one. Now here we're just securing our drivers to the faceplate. You want to use your best fasteners available. If you really want to turn heads with your portable speaker, then you gotta finish it off with something nice. I use linseed oil because linseed oil really takes to pretty much all materials nicely. And you can even rub that stuff on the drivers themselves because it's really just going to make everything better. For under $100. And we're just going to end the video on a nice clean shot of what this speaker looks like in its natural environment. Beautiful.